Roman Abramovich confident of selling Chelsea for £3 billion. Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich is thought to be confident of getting £3 billion for sale of the West London club, according to reports. The European champions have been put up for sale by owner Abramovich, who has come under heavy fire for reportedly having close ties with Vladimir Putin. As per County Times, Abramovich is thought to be confident of achieving in the region of £3 billion, while several interested parties are clearly in the stage of exploring lower bids. The report continues to state that Chelsea's current owner is determined the sale will follow standard procedure and timescale. Hans-Georg Wyss and Todd Boehly were increasingly confident of buying the club from the Russian, however have had a bid rejected and look unlikely to meet the asking price, alerting other potential suitors to the availability of the club. There are several alternative interested parties, with two further names emerging earlier. However, the Rain Group have stated that Chelsea will not rush into sale as they wish to find the right owner for the club. "We are not going to rush anything. It is very important that Chelsea have the right owner to guide the club forward," CEO Joe Ravitch stated. The latest names linked with a move to purchase the football club include New York Jets owner Woody Johnson and a Saudi private consortium led by Saudi media, who have also registered their interest to buy Chelsea from Abramovich through Rain Group. Mateo Kovacic sends message to Roman Abramovich following Chelsea sale announcement. Mateo Kovacic has thanked Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich for his impact at the club following the announcement that he has put the London side up for sale. The Russian has confirmed he would be putting the club up for sale, inviting bids from interested parties, due to believing it would be in the best interest of the club, the fans, the employees, as well as the club's sponsors and partners. Speaking to Chelsea's Fifth Stand app, Kovacic opened up on the sale and sent a message to Abramovich. "Obviously it is big news," he said. "We don't know what to say really. The owner, I came here at his time. I am so thankful for everything he's given this club. The club won so many trophies under him and grew so much in the world. Chelsea is now a huge club thanks to him. It's a big thanks. Now we will see what is going to happen." It was previously reported that two Chelsea players were unaware that the club was put up for sale as they faced Luton Town in the FA Cup last week. Thomas Tuchel wants his players to remain focused despite the rumours surrounding the club. He said, "There is uncertainty of course, with all humans 100 people in the building, everybody will feel different about it. Some will feel scared, some excited, some will feel sad. I think everything is allowed for every individual, but we can and should allow ourselves to focus on what we love the most, and this is football, and to perform the best way possible." Maurizio Sarri wants Kepa Arrizabalaga on loan at Lazio, but Chelsea must pay half salary. Former Chelsea boss Maurizio Sarri has identified Kepa Arrizabalaga as his number one choice in the goalkeeping department for Lazio in the summer, according to reports. The Spaniard has been hugely improved this season for Chelsea, after struggling since Sarri's departure at Stamford Bridge. As per Corriere dello Sport, Kepa is Sarri's choice, but Chelsea will have to pay half of his salary to see him move to Italy on loan. The report states that Sarri likes Kepa, but he could only bring him on loan if Chelsea pay a half salary. Kepa has previously been linked with a move to the Serie A side, as a return to working under Sarri could be on the cards. The 27-year-old was signed by now Lazio boss Maurizio Sarri back in August 2018 from Atletico Bilbao as the Blues splashed £71.6 million for the Spaniard. Kepa is currently Thomas Tuchel's second-choice goalkeeper behind Senegalese international Edouard Mendy. But with Mendy's absence from West London throughout January due to his international obligations, Kepa has been given the opportunity to stand in for him, and he has certainly impressed Blues fans. According to reports, Chelsea are open to offers for Arrizabalaga, who they believe may deserve more game time than he is likely to receive in West London. It remains to be seen as to what the future holds for the Spaniard, but going into a World Cup year, Kepa could look to earn regular first-team football elsewhere. Chelsea target Christopher Nkunku would cost no less than €75 million. Chelsea have been warned that signing RB Leipzig midfielder Christopher Nkunku would cost no less than €75 million, according to reports in France. It was previously reported that the French international would cost in excess of €60 million. However, as per Football Mercato, via Sport Witness, Leipzig have warned Chelsea that he will cost no less than €75 million. The report states that suitors are numerous and prestigious before naming Chelsea, Manchester City, Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain. It continues to state that it might be time for the former Parisian to take a new step in his career. All of the interested parties are warned, however, that signing Nkunku will be expensive, as RB Leipzig are asking for no less than €75 million. Nkunku played 29 times under Thomas Tuchel in Paris, and any doubts the German had over the midfielder have not been finally dispelled. However, with Roman Abramovich putting the London club up for sale, it may prove difficult to get a deal done for Nkunku this summer as uncertainty looms. Chelsea are also stacked with quality and depth in the midfield department. It'll be up to them now to decide whether it will be worth paying the fee that Leipzig are set to demand if the Blues do decide to act on the links. It remains to be seen as to where Nkunku will end up, but a fine season in the Bundesliga could result in a big move for the midfielder. Chelsea defender Andreas Christensen will be a Barcelona player this week, ahead of second medical. Chelsea's Andreas Christensen will be a Barcelona player this week, as he heads for the Stamford Bridge exit door on a free transfer, according to reports. The 25-year-old's current contract expires at the end of the season and he looks set for an exit. As per Sport, via Sport Witness, Christensen will become a Barcelona player this week after deciding to leave Chelsea. The deal will be signed in the coming days, with Christensen's agent set to travel to Barcelona between Tuesday and Thursday to complete the paperwork on the move. It was previously reported that Christensen completed a medical on Monday, just 24 hours after missing the Carabao Cup final for Chelsea. However, this has now been revealed to only be the first part of his medical, with a second set to take place on today. Thomas Tuchel showed signs of frustration with the centre-back earlier this season because of the contract talks which saw Christensen stall before he was dropped for a series of matches. "We are waiting a long time now for confirmation. It's on Andreas to act how he acts on the pitch, off the pitch, and walk the talk," he said. However, it looks like the German's plan to keep Christensen has failed and he will be joining Xavi's Barcelona side. Barcelona are pursuing a swoop for not only Christensen, but also Chelsea captain Cesar Azpilicueta, who will also come to the end of his contract at the end of the current season. Chelsea handed boost as Azpilicueta and Alonso returned to training ahead of Norwich clash after COVID-19 and injury absences. Chelsea have been handed a huge boost as duo Cesar Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso have returned to first-team training ahead of their clash against Norwich City. Azpilicueta has not featured since the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool, whilst Alonso missed out on the Blues trips to Luton Town and Burnley last week. Chelsea have now confirmed that the pair are back in training ahead of Thursday's trip to Carrow Road. Thomas Tuchel had his full squad for Monday's session, with Ben Chilwell the only absentee after suffering a long-term injury earlier in the season. The last we heard from Tuchel on Azpilicueta was before the Blues trip to Burnley, as he ruled the defender out. "No fresh injuries. I still have to talk to the fitness coaches and doctors after press conference. Azpi was not in training yesterday, so this will be a bit too close unfortunately for him," he said. Alonso put in an impressive performance in the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool and was absent for matchday squads against Luton Town and Burnley, with Kennedy and Saul Niguez deputising for the Spaniard. The head coach admitted that this was due to COVID-19. Marcos is still ill. He has quite a lot of COVID symptoms, so he's absolutely not able to do training or a game. However, he has recovered quickly and is back in first-team training ahead of their match against bottom-of-the-league Norwich City.
That is all Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.